Hey guys, Gaddock Teeg here, and this is the SWTOR Weekly Digest for March 15th, 2013. The Grey event is back, there's a whole new faction to get rep with, and we're marching on to McKeb. This sounds like a hefty episode, so let's cut the chatter and check out the Gold Post summary. Patch 1.7.2 was released Tuesday with little to no fanfare, despite it being a rather substantial and controversial update. Highlights include the introduction of the second Cartel Pack shipment, the arrival of the Contraband Resale Corporation, and the return of the Grey event. I will talk more in depth about the first two highlights later, but for now the Grey event is back, and it's been updated to be more user-friendly. Quest item drop rates have been tweaked, quick travel has been fixed, and there's a new mount to get for Reputation, and it's the best looking I've seen in the game. All of this is pretty sweet, but I want to talk more in depth about the PvP portion of the event. The Charging the Pylon mission will now only require the player to charge the pylon twice, but the energy orb buff lasts half as long. I believe the rationale is that if the buff doesn't last as long, there will be more urgency to get to the pylon, making lining up less attractive. While this might help, I don't think it's the best way to encourage organic PvP. When I see someone of the opposite faction in the world, I usually don't attack them because it takes time away from whatever else I was doing. And if that guy happens to have 10 guildies right around the corner, it's probably going to be a hassle getting back into what I was doing. I think the way to make world PvP happen more organically is to make failure more forgiving. Make respawn locations close to the area, don't penalize players for dying by taking away their quest items, and make world PvP something the average player isn't inconvenienced by doing. I hear a lot of people saying just make the quest kill X players, and I don't think that works for so many reasons. Faction imbalance for one makes these types of quests intolerable. I think the Grey event would be a lot more organic and fun for PvP if the respawns were in the ice shelf, protected by unkillable turrets, and the energy buff lasted through death. Make world PvP more like a big wide open war zone, and I know people will go crazy for it. So there's a new Cartel Pack and Reputation to grind. Why are these two things linked? Because you grind the Reputation through the Cartel Packs. Before you start going ballistic, take a deep breath and relax. It's really not as terrible as it sounds. I did a whole video analysis on my channel, so I won't go crazy in depth here, but here's the skinny. In the new Enforcer's Contraband Pack, you will be able to gain rep trophies or tokens for this new faction. The trophies will work like other rep trophies in the game, giving you reputation points and gradually leveling you up with the Contraband Resale Corp. This faction has 3 vendors selling an assortment of items from the new gear sets to items from old cartel packs like the Command Throne and Darth Revan's mask. Some are sold for just credits and others require the rare drop tokens as well as credits, and all require some level of reputation. I think of this as a nice small consolation prize to put in cartel packs to ease the sting of never getting what you want. It puts an end goal to all the randomness. You know if you end up getting enough packs, even if you don't get exactly what you want, you'll at least be able to purchase something nice from these vendors. From the outside looking in, this does indeed look as bad as the free-to-play model can get, but when you really sit down and analyze it, it's not a terrible system. BioWare definitely should not be touting this as a major feature like it seems like they are. Giving it top billing in the patch notes. They should not be giving it top billing in the patch notes and telling everyone how great it is, because it's obvious blood in the water for the gaming press. There could definitely be a number of tweaks to the system, and I could see people being sore that they bought 1 million of the last set of packs and have nothing to show for it, but a few months down the road I think the system will be a welcome addition to the game. Like last week, we had some very controversial things to discuss, but we get to end on some unquestionably good notes. As anticipation for Rise of the Hutt Cartel ratchets up, players will be treated to free double XP weekends, encouraging everyone who has not yet hit 50 to catch up before the Planet McKeb is released. Eric Musco clarifies that this double XP will affect both base experience and any boost used to effectively allow players to gain 300% experience for every weekend in March and the first weekend in April. This boost will not include rest XP, but it will give all players a quick means to catch up to max level. There is one possible conspiracy theory here. Since March to McKeb ends April 8th, could we see Rise of the Hutt Cartel released that week? That doesn't sound too crazy to me. Staying on the McKeb theme, last Friday BioWare released this dev blog discussing the art of McKeb, focusing on how it went from an idea to the concept art, with some gorgeous sample pieces from the art team. This article gets me really psyched for the expansion, and if you want to get a feel for how New World is created, I suggest you head over to the SWTOR main page and give this blog a read. That's all the headlines from this week. As always, if you like what you've seen, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any SWTOR video coverage. Until next week, this is Gaddock Teeg signing off.